they threw everything at you, as you knew that they would, but you withstood that pretty well, and I thought, and to come away with a pretty solid win, I think you'd be happy with what you got from the game.
Yeah, look, I think we're all right. Probably don't take a great deal out of the game, to be honest, with all respect to the opposition. Yeah, I didn't think we were at our best.
Brock Higgins for the second week in a row. I think last week he had 67 hit-outs and he had racked up another 52 today. Just continues to give the midfielders opportunities. I guess, and he works hard all around the ground.
Yeah, he competed pretty hard, but yeah, we probably didn't make the most of his work. You know, probably we could have been a lot better in there. I think clearance-wise, you know, if we weren't down, we were probably even at best for the day. So there's some stuff to work on for sure.
The spread of goal scorers was pretty solid. I think Shaw ended up with 4, so he topped it. But there were another 6 or 7 that had 3 or 2. Yeah,
we chipped in. Look, we certainly, I suppose, when it seemed like whenever we needed to, we sort of were able to up the tempo and put some scoreboard pressure on them. But yeah, look, yeah, we scored well.
It did seem like that. The second and third quarters, you finished off with batches of 3 and 4 goals, just to get back ahead.
Yeah. Well, look, the challenge for us, I suppose, is over the next few weeks is to prepare well and improve each week and make sure that we're getting ready for the games that matter. I don't think our ladder position can change regardless of the results, but we want to be at our best. When we get to finals time. So the last couple of weeks we've been a bit sluggish. We've won both games, but there's definitely some areas we can get better. So, which is good. I mean, we'll be striving to improve, which is good.
The double chance. I think in Dustin he said 12 wins was enough to play finals, and that was one of the pre-season goals. Is 14 wins pretty much a double chance?
Well, I think we're pretty much assured of finishing second now.
You're 3 games clear.
Because I think we're 3 games.
Yeah. Okay.
Over 3 games clear. So, look, if you told us in November, at the first night of training, that you'll qualify second and have double chance, we would certainly take that. So we've been really good for a long period of time, but probably not at our best the last couple of weeks. So we think we can. Well, we think we can get better.
Is that a good sign? In some ways, that you feel like you haven't been playing at your best, but still today you win by 7 or 8 goals. Last week you still won comfortably. You're still winning comfortably, even though you still got a lot of improvement to go.
Yeah, look, sometimes I think results can gloss over areas of your game that you need to get better. So while we're really pleased to win and continue to play well in patches, we're certainly not glossing over the areas that we need to get better. So I mean that's a good thing too. It's clearly identifies the areas, and we'll keep working to get better.
Matt Parker had a great debut, but sometimes you can have a great first game and then sort of have a bit of a letdown. Was it just as pleasing to see him play well again today and show that he can back it up?
Well, I think it shows that in your second game, you're coming into a team that's towards the top of the ladder. You're desperate to stay in. So I thought he played with that real desperation and intensity, right from the start. Used his speed to pressure the opposition, and then almost to the point sometimes with the ball he was almost too selfless, which is a good sign for a young kid.
You've talked about Steve Edwards a few times this year. I don't know if there's a more exciting player in the league. Is there when he's running off half back, and he's now become a really consistent running player, but when there's a one-on-one contest there, he doesn't lose them either.
No, look, he's had a really consistent year, and he missed a patch of games in the middle of the year, and we really missed him. So, look, he's become an important player for us, and a really dependable one for us.
Ben Saunders' 100th game today. Brock plays his 100th next week as well. Those are the type of guys that are now at the peak of their careers and probably ready to have some success, and they're probably showing that they're becoming great leaders at this point in their careers too.
Yeah, and I think as you start to tick off that amount of games, your focus definitely changes. If you haven't had success, you certainly start to focus on the bigger picture rather than your own individual. Early on you are desperate to establish yourself and find your place, and then after you've established yourself, I think you start to, if you certainly haven't had success, then you start to have a look at how you can get better for the team, and those two have been fantastic. In that area.
You must be pleased with the depth. The reserves have had a 73-point win today, but in that team I think Brendan Verrier had about 40 possessions, and young Branky did well in one of his first games back after a knee reconstruction. Yeah,
Josh Branch's first full game since his knee, so it was really great for him. He's just walking around with a big smile on his face. He's just great to be back. He's worked really hard. Yeah, Brendan back from injury today. Jared Parry back from injury today. Chris Luff, Russell, Zach Strom was out there. So, Donaldson. We've got a few that we think if we need, and to their credit, they're all playing well and putting pressure on the guys in the senior team. So, that's the most pleasing part.
Only downside was you'll lose Blaine Wilson, but maybe if Fluffy's back, is it too early for him to come straight back in as a sort of like-for-like swap?
Don't know, to be honest. I'll have to have a look. He got through the game, so we'll just see. He's in our leadership group and was in really good form before he got injured. So, we'll just see. Pick the best team next week that we think can get us a result against Claremont.
That'll be a good test because they're a team that needs to win now. They probably can't afford to lose another game if they want to play finals. They had a big win this week, so it'll be a good test against a team maybe with a bit more to play for than you've come up against lately.
Yeah, well, East Perth had a fair bit to play for last week. So look, we've been consistent, and the areas we need to get better is within ourselves. So, we haven't really focused on the opposition too much all year. Well, obviously, we respect them and we know who's dangerous and that sort of thing. But we just want to get our own backyard right.